So welcome back everyone. In this video we will be writing down a C program which will print this pattern on the output screen. Alright, so for printing this type of pattern we use two for loops. So first for loop controls the number of rows. So here 4 rows are present, that is the number of rows are fixed out here. That is first row, this is first row, this is second row, this is third, and this is fourth. So first for loop will control the number of rows, and the second for loop will control the content of each row. So the content of the first row is 1 2 3 and 4, second row that is 1 2 3 and 4. So second row will control the content of each rows. So let's do this. So what we have done so far is that we have included up the studio.h library, and the reason we have included up this library is because we are going to use the printf function of this library for printing something on the output screen. And since the execution of the C program starts from the main function onwards, so we have also defined our main function and we have given it the return type as void, because our main function is not going to return any value. Alright, and inside our main function we have initialized two variables, that is int I and j, and we will be using these two variable as a iterator in our for loops. So let's do this. So we are initializing our first for loop. So we are assigning value 1 to our iterator I, and we will run till 4 because number of rows are fixed out here, which is 4 and I plus plus. Now the first for loop will control the number of rows, and the second for loop controls the content of each row. So let's do this also. I is equal to 1 and j is less than or equal to 4. Now since the content of each rows is equal to 4, so we are running our second for loop till 4, because the content of each rows, that is the element present in each row, is equal to 4. That is 1 2 3 and 4. That is the content of, that is the number of content, number of element of each row is equal to 4. So we are running our for loop till 4, and j plus plus, what happens, j plus plus, so that this for loops runs perfectly. And we will be printing the value of j on the output screen such that we get 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, because the first that is in the first iteration the j value will be 1, second iteration j value will be 2, and this is what we want. So let's print this on the output screen. So we will use the %d, which is the format specifier for integer, and we will be replacing this %d with the j value. Now after each row, that is after the content of each row, the second row element is getting printed on the different line. So for this we will be using a special character, that is a /n. What this /n will do for us is that after printing the first row, that is this row, the cursor will move to the next line such that the second row elements will get printed on the different line, that is in the second line. So let's use a special character, that is /n, and put a semicolon. So that's all. So this is what the whole logic is, and let's watch the output. So compile and run. So we are getting 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4 and 4 rows, because we are going to since the number of rows are fixed out here, so we are getting only 4 rows. And why we are getting 4 rows out here? Because we are running our first for loop for 4 times, and the second for loop for the content of rows, that is 1 2 3 4 for the first row, 1 2 3 for the second row, so and so on so forth. So that's all for this video, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like and comment down below if you have any type of doubt, and subscribe to my channel for this type of content. Thank you once again for watching this video.